Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. The Drop Podcast. Yo, so we got a brethren in the building, Mr. GGM Domo.
Yes, sir.
What's the word? What's the word?
What's going on with it? What's going on, my brother? My people.
We've been sitting for a minute on this, you know what I'm saying? I finally got you in here, but we gonna get to it, you know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
Long time coming, man. Long time. It should have been happy, but it's all good. It's perfect timing for everything, you know what I mean? You gotta wear your time.
Facts. So, we just gonna jump into it. You know, you just dropped your Slick Talk Volume 1. You know what I'm saying? We start with that, you feel me? What I want to know, people want to know, you know, what kind of inspired that? Because, you know, from what I understand, it's a mixtape series. You know what I'm saying? So, like, just tell us kind of like what inspired you to even call it that, you know, set it up the way you did.
So how I inspired is, like, I guess I come from a line of work of, you know, business, and I've been heard plenty of times that I got a smooth way of how I say things, and, you know, how I talk, and, you know, and it's kind of grew on me a little bit. So I was just kind of thinking to myself, you know what I mean, I want to do something where I can bring back to where I'm from, you know what I'm saying, because I'm trying to rep the Midwest to a high standard. So I was like, maybe I could come up with my own style, you know what I mean. I thought I had to think of something clever, you know what I mean. So I was like, what could be so clever that I don't want to call it smooth talk or smooth operator. So I already took it. So I was like, slick talk. That's what it is. And the beautiful thing about this is anybody can be a part of this movement because it's a movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that I want to bring to my area. You know what I'm saying? We can all be slick talk. It's all about what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Spitting some game, giving it to the next. You know what I'm saying? And that was the inspiration where it came from, that for sure.
Okay then. So then, the first one out, so you got any idea when maybe like that second one finna drop? Or you still like in production for it? Like what you know what I'm saying? When we get that volume 2 work?
I ain't got an official date yet, but it is coming second quarter. Y'all will be getting that real soon. So just be on the way out on that, you know what I mean, second quarter. You know, we're going to be dropping something on that, give y'all a little teaser what that's going to be. But I'm in the work. I got some production coming. I got some, you know what I mean, coming for y'all. But until that time, we still got Slick Talk 1. Still more time to bang that. If you ain't got that, go download that, you know, Audio Mac exclusively. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can get it. So, you know, until that Slick Talk 2 come, you know what I mean, just stay on the tune, second quarter.
Heard you. So, with that, so we can back up a little bit, you know, like even with just you being an artist, you know, they like to classify, you know, us as like rappers and, you know, whatever. But like what really got you into music even like to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like we can talk about that a little bit.
Actually, I wasn't even thinking about being no musician. That's the crazy thing. I ain't really think about being no rapper or nothing like that. I actually just liked the poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like the first book that I read was a poem to my grandma. You feel me? And rest peace her soul. You know what I mean? That was the first thing I read to her was a poem. That was the first thing I learned how to read when I read a book. So I think poetry just kind of stuck to me. I like playing with words. You know what I'm saying? I like to create my own type of way how I want to word something. So I think that kind of inspired that. And then I would say I was influenced by, you know, a couple of my favorite artists, Lil Wayne for the most part. So everybody probably already been to that route, but I think that kind of kicked it, and just being around my homies, you know what I'm saying? They freestyling or writing rhymes to beats, you know, back in the day. So I think that's what inspired me to kind of maybe start doing that when I started recording myself and hearing myself. That kind of made me want to take it to that next level to be a musician.
Okay, then. So then you decide you're serious, you know what I'm saying? So you get in there, because I know just even over the years, like, you've been putting out some projects, you've been putting out some singles, you know what I mean? And even just the GGM Domo, you feel me? Like, how you get to that point as far as your name?
So I got to give some credit out to my boy Fame. He was a producer that I was working with, and, you know, it's part of the particular label that he was with and team. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a lot of advice and a lot of, you know, insight on things. And he presented that name to me when my name was something else. and I liked the meaning of what it came with. So I give some shout out to him for that, inspiration on the name. And for years now I've been taking hold of that name, and really it sticks to me. It means something to me to the point where it's not just a name that I just put to my name. You know what I'm saying? It has some value. So shout out to my boy Fan.
So what that GGM stand for?
So it's two phrases of that. It's go get the money, Domo, for sure, because that's really been my main thing. Just trying to stay active as much as possible. Never quit, never, give up. And also God got me, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you got faith in what you're doing and faith in where you at. No matter what situation you in, you always going to overcome it, for sure.
Like that, like that. All right, then. So besides the mixtape series, like what type of future endeavors are you looking to get into as far as with your music? Maybe like your reach, things like that. Like you got anything that you want to like really do as far as like your goal list, or you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a top three that you got right now that you're looking to achieve.
As of right now, I am trying to just be the best professional entertainer that I can be, just besides of just on the music side. You know what I mean? I want to dabble in kind of like more cameos or videos, or, do some like content and different things. Just try to bring out my personality, use what I got, who I am, to try to create what I can create for people, whatever feeling they might get from it. Just make people feel happy. Positive. That I feel like I learned that's what my goal is. Like, if I can't do nothing else, if I can like you come around me and I can change your view of how you think of things, then I feel like that's a win for me. I changed something. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what besides music is my other goals. I want to be a person that can influence, but also show by example. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing everything that I'm doing to show that I can be a person you can look up to, man.
Okay, then dig that, dig that. So you said that Lil Wayne was one of your inspiring artists when you first started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to right now do like a top three, everybody want to do top fives and all that, right? So like, nah, like we gonna say like your top three artists. It could be like throwback now, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. But if you looking at it like, all right, these my top three artists that I rock with.
Right.
Who you got?
So off rip, Lil Wayne, number one. Like that's no brainer. And number two, I'm gonna give it to Tupac, just because, like, besides, like, on the music side, like, he can come with messages. You know what I mean? Like, so you can get the lyrical side, but you can get some thought from it. You know what I'm saying? It actually make you want to like change how you want to do things. So Tupac number two. Number three is a hard one. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's changed over the years. Number three, number three. If I was to pick number three, who would it be? All right, I'm gonna go with K Dot. The reason why I say that is, as I start to listen to his music on another side, I feel like he's eventually gonna start to be a person that I'm gonna start listening to more as I start to like really get into my craft. You know what I mean? When it comes to like how I want to develop myself, and in my early years when I was rapping, I did actually an instrumental of his. You feel me? So I was inspired to even do an instrumental of his. You feel me? Or that caliber at that time when he first started at the beginning when he was doing off jazz beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't know Rick and Mortis type of shit, I'm going that back. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I've really been tuned in with bro and seeing his growth. So I would say Kendrick for sure, number three.
Okay, man. So then, like, your hometown and where you at now, like, you can tell them where you originally from, because I know you're not from Cincy per se. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your roots go outside of the city, but then like, do you see like, was you into music before you got to Cincy real heavy, or was you just when you got here, you started getting into it as far as being more serious about it?
For sure, when I got here, when I was in North Carolina, I was a basketball head. I ain't do nothing but play sports, go outside. I wouldn't even think about writing no music at that time. So for sure, like coming to Cincinnati, yeah, I probably got more into it because this kind of the culture. Like it was a lot of like rappers, especially going into like middle school and going into high school. You feel me? A lot of like our Cincinnati rappers really was starting to really be on the front street. So that was an inspiration at that time too. I ain't gonna cap. I looked up to a lot of that time period of like artists. So yeah, I felt like that motivated me to feel like I can, take my craft of like in poetry to the recording session. You know what I'm saying? Based off what I was seeing the city was doing. So that's why I give a lot of like love to the Midwest because like we got a lot of talent here. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really get the recognition that we really should get because we got a lot of different styles. I mean, a lot of styles that they hear out there, we done had that probably 15, 20 years ago. So it's just now we have the way to broadcast that now. You know what I mean? Actually show people we really got that sauce. So, and the minute we get it, shit, we ain't never gonna lose. It's gonna be a while. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, for the ones that don't know out there, like the minute that the like Ohio side or the Midwest side get that wave, that run, it's gonna be a while for y'all get that back. Cause we some creative, yeah, you know what I mean. If you know, you know.
Heard you. So even with so Cincinnati music scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the current state of it, like how you feel about how the local music is. I'm saying local for the classification because it start at home. You know what I mean? Before it goes to a national stage or international reception. So like, how you feel the city doing right now as far as the music and like the culture of it.
Yeah. I mean, as far as for what I see, I don't really know too much just based off now, just because based on what I got going on. I'm in my own zone. But far as from what I know and what I have observed, it's not in a bad state. You know what I'm saying? We actually doing a lot of good things. I see a lot of podcasts coming out. You know what I'm saying, from the city. I see a lot of people that was doing it then, still doing it, but they giving the game to like the next generation. And we got some young ones. Like I got my peoples too. Shout out to my cousin Rocket. You feel me? He a young one coming up. You know what I'm saying? And he one of the generation now coming up with his music. So I don't think it's in a bad state at all. I just think we getting there. We coming together slowly, but it just at the end of the day, everybody got to focus on what they doing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the ones that is making the impact, and shout out to the ones that is coming to that point. You know what I mean? And we gonna keep going.
So if it was one thing that you could say, like say the city watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you say as far as to the city, as far as like what we could do to get better, as far as just pushing us outside and us becoming greater than what we already are?
I will only was only one word: support. You know what I mean? Support don't gotta be about no money. It could be a quick share. It could be a quick comment of advice. It could be a quick reach out. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Everything don't gotta be so non negative critic. You know what I'm saying? You could be a person of positive criticism. You know what I mean? Everybody need that to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say support. When we talk about other states and how they got like Atlanta, they might got whatever they got going on, but when it comes to their music, they all in. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to Chicago and further on, LA. So like that's basically how we gotta do it. We just gotta support. You know what I mean? Don't be so closed minded to something that's different. Of course, people from the city not gonna sound like the majors. They got different type of things. You feel me? So, but look at the craft, the creativity of the individual in your city, because you never know. It only take one person to believe, two, three, 10. You know what I mean? To share something to get to the right person, so they can get that type of quality for your ear. And now you got exactly what you want from a person from your city. That's how fast that cycle can go. We can really be sending people out here quickly. You know what I mean? Just getting them moving around. The more people we can get from our city moving to different areas, they gonna come back eventually. You just gotta believe in it, but you don't gotta want nothing for it. Just share, support.
Heard you. Yeah, this the one that's gonna kick it right in the city right now. Give me a top three that you rocking with, and you can't be biased. You gotta, all right, Cincy. these are 3 that I would say I'm rocking with right now. And then tell me 3 that you would possibly want to work with in the future.
Like in the sense, like it don't gotta be like it can be just who I feel.
Yeah, just you. That's it.
Like in this, like all time in the city type thing.
You can do all time. You can do this who I'm.
Or this who I. Okay,
like
okay.
3 who you like right now.
All right. So these are my 3. These are my 3. These are the ones that I for real I say I rock with for sure. I mean, I rock with Mondo. I like Mondo music for sure. Mondo, that shit fire. So I put him up there. And this is just my personal like who I probably say I listen to the most. Like Mondo, Young Butter. I mean, at the time, shit, he was one of the ones that I fuck with heavy. And Lantana, for sure. I gotta give it to Lantana. Right. At that time, when he came out with that All Hustle No Luck shit, me and my big brother we was sliding there. You know what I'm saying? That was like a motivational pump. You feel me? So yeah, Lantana, I'll put him up there.
Damn, I'm gonna throw a wrench in there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a female artist that you rock with from here.
A female artist?
Yeah. Cause they definitely out here and they going in. Give me one, bro. I know you tapped in, so give me one, bro. They cue the Jeopardy music right now, and I'm about to plug it in.
I'm gonna go with Skylar.
Skylar Black. Yo, shouts to her. Alright. Now, 3 artists that you would want to work with in the future from here.
3 artists.
If anybody just set it up for you right now, like the 3, then give me 3 artists that you'd want to work with.
I would say Lantana just based off his music. Like I feel like I relate to his music, the type of music he make. I feel like that's kind of like the type of conscious, music that I like to be on that level. So I feel like that'd be somebody I would want to work with. You know what I mean, in the future. In the city.
Yeah, in the city. Like I said, like even like if you on social media, you scrolling, you know what I'm saying? You might catch some videos or something, but like, yeah.
Damn. I ain't gonna lie, but I would say as of right now, I don't really got a 3. I'll probably say if I could think of the person that I would, as of right now, I would say Lantana would be as of right now, that just based off the music choice, like, and you know what I mean. My shout out my cousin for sure. F drop, you feel me? That's a definite.
Oh yeah, facts. You know we did that though.
That you know what I mean. That's they need to, we about to, you know what?
For sure. All right. So I'm gonna kick one more, right? Producers that you want to work with from the city. It could be 3, it could be 1, it could be 2. Cause they definitely out here. Damn. Shouts out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? On the producer side, like we got some ones out here for sure.
I mean, what's the ones up there at Timeless? Spark.
He ain't at Timeless, but Spark's one of them.
Sparks. I mean, I would say, yeah, that's a name that I've heard all the time. And it's a producer named Dre. I've been to his studio before. He probably don't remember me at the time. You feel me? Because I wasn't in his element of mind. But yeah, I heard good report of him. You know what I mean? So yeah, Dre, he one of the producers. As of right now, that's only 2 that I would say that's on my top that I know of. Not saying that I don't, no disrespect to the ones. I just be in my zone, y'all. You feel me? Like I'm learning. I'm catching up. Just give me time.
Now, if you could tell an up and coming artist or somebody just trying to get into this, right? Give me something that you would give them as far as like advice on what they might be getting into, like anything you think could help them out, like fresh in here.
I would say, don't give up, bro. Honestly, don't give up. Like, cause it's gonna be a lot of times where people are gonna want you to quit. They're gonna tell you that you can't do it. That's gonna be the hardest part. That's gonna be the hardest part of this journey, like the beginning part, like making people not make you quit. Because the minute that they get in your head and make you believe that you can't do it is the minute you stop improving and actually learning how to do it and get better and sharpen your skills. So never give in, never give up, bro. Just keep going through the journey, keep learning, keep failing, keep going. Like just never give up. Like that's the biggest thing. The minute you give up, you lose the battle.
Heard you. Now, do you have a story, like one story that's in your music journey right now? Maybe like somebody you met, an interaction that stand out to you through your whole career. It could be a show, a situation, anything that you've encountered that stick out to you like a lot within your career so far.
I went to a show up there in KY, and yeah, it was a dude from Detroit. He was with Slaughterhouse. I can't remember his name exactly, but the way his stage presence was, and the way like the crowd was rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he came. I guess you know based off how the fans see it from his point, because I was getting introduced to him. That was my first time actually like seeing his performance and hearing anybody from that side of music. But the way the crowd was rocking with him, the way he controlled the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of like energy that he was getting from the people knowing his music and vibing with it. You know what I'm saying? And even though I didn't know the music, it didn't stop nobody else from vibing with it. And that made me realize like everybody don't gotta be to your music. It's a specific type of people for your music, and that's okay. And that taught me everything right there. He was cool. Like I got the picture on IG actually. Follow me on GGM_Domo at IG and on TikTok. Yeah, get to and
Yeah, we're gonna drop your socials at the end.
Yeah.
Follow you.
but yeah, he was cool, man. Real cool dude. Like, and it just shit. The picture made me like shit. The picture made me feel like shit. I look like one of the rappers. My cousin like you was a rapper. I was like, damn, that hit. Like my own cousin commented on the pictures, on my Facebook at the time when I posted it. He was like, "Cuz, I thought you was the rapper." That damn near took me out. You know what I mean? I get people saying little stuff like that when I don't really be expecting it. You know what I mean? Or I go out, and people think that I'm a rapper without me even trying to say I am. So just little signs like that, man. That was a big inspiration after that performance, for sure.
Heard you. So look, you got any shout outs, any like stars, any
shout out to my motherfucking team, man. NOF, man. Shout out to my boy Tay Kizzle, my boy Shetty, my boy Slim, my boy Blaze, man, my boy Savage. Goddamn, shout out to Dion, nigga. Shout out to Fame, you know what I mean? Shout out to Frost, all my niggas, man. Hey, shout out to my motherfucking cousin. It's her birthday, Tay. I told you I was gonna do it for you, girl. I told you. I wasn't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
And shout out to everybody, my family too. I ain't gonna forget everybody. The ones that just support me, I love y'all.
Facts, heard you.
Stand on it.
Look, the Drop Podcast, we're gonna drop all his socials. You feel me at the end? Check him out.
And check me out. Don't forget me.